Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture series on digital communications. In this session, we will discuss the concept of mutual information and the properties of mutual information in terms of mathematical analysis. Basically, what do you mean by mutual information? Mutual information means the amount of information that one random variable contains about another random variable. So that indicates mutual information nothing but the quantity, how much one random variable tells us about another. That indicates here we are considering as two random variables. Right? So mutual information is calculated between two random variables and it measures the reduction of uncertainty. It measures the reduction of uncertainty for one variable when another variable is given. So that is nothing but the mutual information. Consider example. So here x and y are representing as two random variables. So x is nothing but it is a roll of a fare, that is a six-sided die, and y represents whether the roll is even or odd. So if it is even, it is represented with binary 0. So if it is odd, it is represented with 1. So that indicates, so y tells us something about the value of x. That means the roll of a die, so it results is it is either even or odd, right? So that is nothing but the mutual information between x and y. Whereas let us see in case 2, x is representing as roll of one pair die and the second random variable we consider it is z. So z represents the roll of another pair die. So that indicates there is no mutual information between x and y. So there is no mutual information between x and y, right? So that indicates the mutual information between two variables is 0 whenever those two variables are statistically independent. If the two random variables are statistically independent, so there is no mutual information between those two random variables. So for example, let us consider another example. So let us consider the set A. Set A consists of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 5, 7 and 9. So another set B consists of the numbers 3, 4, 8 and 9. So if we consider the intersection of A and B, the intersection of A and B is nothing but, so these 3 and the 9. So the intersection of the two sets A and B is nothing but 3 and 9. So which is nothing but the mutual information between the two sets or the common information between the two sets, right? Now how to represent mathematically? So let us consider here XA is the transmitted, XA is transmitted over a channel. So before receiving the message at the receiver side, so the information we are having is only minus log of probability of XA. So probability of XA is nothing but it is the probability occurrence of XJ. So before receiving the XA at the receiver, the information or uncertainty is nothing but minus log of P of Xj. If you know the probability, so it is very easy to calculate the information present in that particular message, right? So once Yk is received, when Xj is transmitted and Yk is received, the uncertainty becomes, so it is minus log of P of Xj by Yk. That indicates the probability of Xj, 1 Yk is received. So if you know the probability of occurrence of an event, so it is very simple to calculate the information which is representing as minus log of its probability. So it is P of Xj by Yk. That indicates the probability of Xj, 1 Yk is received, right? So this is called as the final information, or you can call it as final uncertainty, right? So mutual information is basically defined as the amount of information transferred when Xj is transmitted and yk is received. When xj is transmitted and yk is received, what is the information is transmitted, right? So it is the mathematical analysis is mutual information represented with notation is I of xj comma yk, that indicates xj is transmitted and yk is received. So the mutual information between xj and yk is the difference of initial uncertainty and final uncertainty. That is initial information minus final information. So initial information is we already know minus log of p of xj base 2, and final information or final uncertainty is minus log of p of xj by yk. So the mathematical simplification is which is represented as minus log of p of xj. So here it is minus of minus, so it will becomes plus log of p of xj by yk. So which is equal to log a minus log b. So which is equal to log a by b. So which is equal to log of p of xj by yk by p of xj. So this is nothing but I of xj comma yk. So the mutual information between xj and yk is log of p of xj by yk divided by p of xj, right? So that is the mathematical formula. For example, if we are having a, instead of a single message, we are having a, the set of messages are transmitted, that is x1 to xm, and the set of messages received are y1 to yn, that is n number of messages are received and m number of messages are transmitted over a channel, right? So the mutual information between these two can be represented as I of x comma y, where x represents the set of the messages from 1 to m, whereas capital Y represents the set of messages received are 1 to n number of messages. So which is represented as j equal to 1 to m, that is a summation of j equal to 1 to m, that is m number of messages are there, and k equal to 1 to n. K equal to 1 to n means n number of messages are received. So it is the joint probability p of xj comma yk. So the remaining formula is as it is, log of p of xj by yk divided by p of xj. So it is the mutual information between x and y, which is a mutual information between x and y. So next one is the properties of information. The first property is mutual information of a channel is symmetry. So what it means? It means I of x comma y equal to I of y comma x, right? So we need to prove it mathematically. So the basic formula for mutual information is I of x comma y equal to sigma j equal to 1 to m, sigma k equal to 1 to n. So it is p of xj comma yk log p of xj by yk divided by p of xj. So how to simplify the formula, right? So it can be simplified as sigma j equal to 1 to m, sigma k equal to 1 to n, p of xj comma yk log of. So this part can be simplified as, you know already in probability, p of a by b equal to p of ab by p of b. If you remember in probability, so the formula for p of a by b is p of a into b by p of b. So you can apply here. So it becomes p of xj comma yk by p of yk into p of xj. So the only change is this part. From this step to this one is only that part, and so this one is you can keep aside for your reference. Right? So now how it can be simplified as? Further it is simplified as sigma j equal to 1 to m, sigma k equal to 1 to n, p of xj comma yk log of. The change here it is, so this can be represented as, you can look into this part, so this can be represented as p P of yk by xa. So this can be represented as P of yk by xa divided by P of yk as it is. P of yk, this one is P of yk, right? So if you look at compare these two statements, if we compare these two statements clearly, and the changes here it is instead of x we are getting y, instead of y we are getting x. So it can be simply represented as I of y comma x. Can be simply represented as I of y comma x. See here we are having as xa by yk divided by P of xa, whereas here we are having as yk by xa divided by P of xa. So instead of x we are getting y, instead of y we are getting x. So which is equal to I of y comma x. So it is a symmetry property of the mutual information. So mutual information of a channel is symmetry, right? The second property is mutual information is always non-negative. Mutual information is always non-negative. That indicates we may have some information or no information. Okay, so it is a non-negative quantity. So third property is mutual information of the channel is represented in terms of entropy. So what it means is I of x comma y equal to h of x minus h of x y, right? So we need to prove it mathematically. So you know the formula for mutual information. So the basic simplification we are trying to do, right? So what are the changes are there from one step to another step? You can try to see carefully. So it is which is equal to sigma j equal to 1 to m, sigma k equal to 1 to n, p of xj comma yk. So it is log a by b. So it is log a by b which is equal to log a minus log b. So this can be represented as simply log of p of xj by yk minus log of p of x. So the change here it is. So here log a by b which can be represented as log a minus log b, right? So you can expand it. So the sigma function is common for these two terms, which is equal to sigma j equal to 1 to m, sigma k equal to 1 to n, p of xj comma yk log of p of xj by yk minus sigma j equal to 1 to m, sigma k equal to 1 to n, p of xj yk log p of xj, log p of xj. So how to represent this one? So this can be simply represented as, see carefully this part. So it is sigma j equal to 1 to m, sigma k equal to 1 to n. So p of xj comma yk log p of xj by yk. So it can be simply represented as minus h of x by y, minus h of x by y. Whereas coming to the second term, you can see it carefully up to this part. So this part is representing as k is varied from 1 to n. That is k equal to 1 to n p of xj comma yk. That is y value is varied from 1 to n. The sum of the probability is always equal to 1. So this term is simply replaced with 1. So which is equal to, it is minus sigma j equal to 1 to m, sigma j equal to 1 to m, p of xj log p of xj. So this can be simply represented as, this total term becomes 1 because the sum of the probability is always equal to 1, right? Now this can be further simplified as, you can look into this statement. So it is minus of sigma j equal to 1 to m, p of xj log p of xj. So it is representing as simply an entropy, right? Which is equal to I of x comma y equal to minus h of x by y plus h of x. So which is equal to h of x minus h of x by y. So that is the statement of the third property. So mutual information I of x comma y equal to h of x minus h of x by y. The mutual information of channel is represented in terms of entropy, which means I of x comma y equal to h of x minus h of y by x. Okay. So we need to prove it mathematically. So let's consider the formula for mutual information and you can simplify it. Right? So what is the simplification we are doing here? It is, so this can be simplified as sigma j equal to 1 to m sigma k equal to 1 to n p of xj comma yk. So here log a by b. So log a by b is represented as log a minus log b. So this can be represented as log of p of yk by xj minus log of p of yk. So the only change from here it is log a by b can be simply represented as log a minus log b. Right? So further it can be simplified as which is equal to sigma j equal to 1 to m sigma k equal to 1 to n p of xj comma yk p of xj comma yk log p of yk by xj minus sigma j equal to 1 to m sigma k equal to 1 to n p of xj comma yk p of xj comma yk log p of yk. Right? So you can try to look at this one. So this can be simply represented as it is a conditional entropy. So that is minus h of y by x. So this part can be simply represented as minus h of y by x. So which is equal to I of y comma x equal to I of y comma x equal to minus h of y by x. The first term is minus h of y by x and the second term is minus sigma j equal to 1 to m sigma k equal to 1 to n p of xj comma yk p of xj comma yk log p of yk log p of yk. Now see this carefully. So this term, so which is represented as this part, so that is j equal to 1 to m and p of xj comma yk. So that indicates the x is varying from 1 to m. So the sum of the probability of x term becomes 1. So instead of these two you can simply place 1 and which can be represented as minus h of y by x minus sigma k equal to 1 to n sigma k equal to 1 to n p of yk log p of yk. Because here all the x terms are varying from j equal to 1 to m, so the sum of the probability of x term becomes 1. So it can be represented as p of yk log p of yk. So what it represents? So if you see, this one is the simply the entropy. This term is representing as simply entropy. So the finally the equation is minus h of y by x plus h of y. So which is equal to h of y minus h of y by x. H of y minus h of y by x. So I of y comma x is represented as I of x comma y because the mutual information of the channel is symmetric. Right? So that is the proof. I of x comma y equal to h of y minus h of y by x. That is the fourth property. Right? Next one is fifth property. So I of x comma y equal to h of x plus h of y minus h of x comma y. Right? So from the property we know that I of x comma y equal to h of x minus h of x by y. Similarly, for the relation between joint and conditional entropy is h of x comma y equal to h of y plus h of x by y, right? So this can be represented as, bring this term to this side, so it will becomes h of x comma y minus h of y, which is equal to h of x by y. So from this equation, so you can represent as, bring this h of y to left side, so h of x comma y minus h of y equal to h of x by y. Now you can substitute this equation in this one. Substitute this equation in the above, so which is represented as I of x comma y equal to h of x minus h of x comma y minus h of y. Simply substitute, instead of h of x by y equal to h of x comma y minus h of y. So this can be simplified as h of x minus h of x comma y plus h of y plus h of y, which is equal to h of x plus h of y minus h of x. So that is the proof. So mutual information channel, I of x comma y equal to h of x plus h of y minus h of x comma y, right? So that is the fifth property. So sixth one is, the maximum value of the mutual information is called as capacity. The maximum value of the mutual information is called as the channel capacity. Here the units for channel capacity is bits per symbol. The units for mutual information is bits per symbol, right? Now what is the definition of channel capacity? Channel capacity means it represents the maximum amount of information. The maximum amount of information that can be transmitted by a channel per second. In a single second, how much of the maximum information we can transmit, right? Which is known as the channel capacity, which is equal to C equal to R into CS, where CS is representing maximum of the mutual information, right? C is nothing but the channel capacity, where R is representing as the number of symbols per second. The number of symbols per second, right? Whereas CS is, the units for CS is bits per symbol, the units for R is symbols per second. So here symbols get cancelled, then the units for C is bits per second. You can see here carefully, C representing as the channel capacity, which is measured in terms of bits per second. R is nothing but the number of symbols per second, and CS is nothing but the maximum of the mutual information. So the units is bits per symbol. So here symbol get cancelled. So finally the units for channel capacity is bits per second, right? Now the seventh property is, for a noise free channel, I of x comma y equal to h of x equal to h of y. So what do you mean by noise free channel? So that indicates we are assuming as ideal channel. So that indicates there is no noise in the channel. So that indicates when x is transmitted, we are receiving as y. That is y1. x1 is transmitted, we are receiving y1. x2 is transmitted, we are receiving y2. Similarly, xm is transmitted, we are receiving ym. Right? So there is no noise in the channel. In that case, what is the mutual information? Right? So if the no noise means, so h of y by x equal to h of x by y equal to 0. Right? You can simply substitute in that formula. So we are already know that. So it is equal to I of x comma y equal to h of x minus h of x by y. So if you substitute this part is 0, so you can get h of x. You can obtain h of x. Similarly, I of x comma y equal to h of y minus h of y by x. So this term is simply 0. If you substitute 0, you can get h of y. Right? So you can get simply, so this term is simply 0. So this term also simply 0. So you can get simply this equation. Right? So we have so many different formulas are there. That means the mutual information represented in terms of joint entropy and conditional entropy. So how to remember these formulas? Okay, the simple way is, simply you can remember the Venn diagram. So I am casting as, this one is simply h of x, this one is simply h of x, and the second set I am casting as h of y. The second set I am casting as the entropy of y, and the common area, that is the common, the intersection of these two sets is nothing but I of x comma y. So this is nothing but the mutual information. So which is nothing but the mutual information. Right? Now you can see here. So this one is representing as h of x by y. That indicates the entropy of x without y. And this one is h of y by x. That is entropy of x without y. Right? If you see the intersection of these two, so this can be totally represented as h of x comma y. Now how to write the formulas? So the formulas can be represented from this Venn diagram is simply like this. So I of x comma y, how to write down I of x comma y? I of x comma y equal to this total part is h of x. This one is total one is h of x. From the h of x you can subtract h of x by y. This total part is h of up to this part. This one is h of x. From this h of x you can subtract this area. This area means this part. So you can get h of x minus h of x by, which is nothing but the property number 3. Right? Similarly, this can be represented as h of y minus h of y by x. H of y means this part. So this total nothing but h of y. From h of y we are suppressing this part. So that indicates you can get only this part, I of x comma y. Right? And the third one is, which can be represented as h of x. H of x means this total area plus h of y, that indicates this part, minus h of xy. H of xy means this total part, right? So which is equal to, you can get. So it is nothing but fifth property. So property number 3, property number 4, property number 5. So it is the simplest way to remember the mutual information formula in terms of joint and conditional entropies. Okay? So thank you.